Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, and qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, and the sincere peace and salutation to all you hopefully Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI has commanded you to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line goes back to you being the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Shalom. It's your brother Halaki from the GMS Denver camp coming back once again through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI with another video. And the title of this video is going to be Beyond Anything That We Can Imagine, man. And that's going into the kingdom of heaven. It's going to be beyond our wildest dreams, our wildest imagination, man. We try to sit and meditate on how great it's going to be, what is it going to be like, but we can't fully even comprehend what it truly is going to be, man. Because that's how far the Most High is, man. We sit and think about how our palace is going to be and how we're going to have our vineyard set up. Our wine cellar's going to be on the ground. It's going to be so-and-so. Like so-and-so, I'm going to have Ishmael doing this, getting my wine and retrieving my wine. I'm going to have the wine separated by year, this and that and the other. It's small things like that we try to think about, but it just fails to fully grasp what the kingdom is truly going to be, man. But we know it's going to be something outside of this world, out of this world, man. You know, so we're going to start in Isaiah 64:4. It says, "For since the beginning of the world, men have not heard, nor perceived by the ear, neither have the eye seen, O Most High, beside thee, what he hath prepared for him that waited for him." So what the Most High is about to bless us with, man, what YAHAWASHI is about to bring back unto us, you see, is something the world has never seen before. You see, it's something the world has never seen before. This is how great our kingdom is going to be. The greatest kingdom to ever grace the planet Earth will be the kingdom of YAHAWASHI in the nation of Israel, man. Beyond anything that we can imagine. You see? We've seen all the kingdoms, all the heathen kingdoms, man. You see? And they don't even come close to the glory of the kingdom of heaven, man. And we just speaking off of what we're reading. What we're reading show, we can see by get a small glimpse of just what we're reading, that these prior kingdoms, this kingdom that we're in now, it doesn't even compare. It doesn't even compare, man. You see, so that's what we're hoping in. We're hoping in what the Most High is going to give unto us. We're hoping on, we're hoping for what YAHAWASHI is bringing unto us, man. You see, when you go to John, YAHAWASHI even tells us, man, John 14:1, it says what? "Let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the Most High, believe also in me." And that's what we're supposed to be doing. We believe in the Heavenly Father Yahweh. So believe in YAHAWASHI as well, man. That's how it's supposed to work. You're supposed to be taking heed unto the Son of the Most High. Did you forget about "This is my son who I'm well pleased," man? When that chariot came down over him when he transfigured himself, the Most High told you that directly. "This is my beloved son who I am well pleased. Hear ye him." So we're supposed to be believing and cleaving unto YAHAWASHI, man. You see? Verse 2 says what? "In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you." So what's the Most High's house, man? The Most High's house is the heavens. You see? Let's get that real quick. This is Psalms 11:4. Says what? "Yahweh is in his holy temple. Yahweh's throne is in heaven." You see? That's where the Most High resides, man. He resides in the heavens. So that's what YAHAWASHI was talking about. All these different planets that we see all throughout these different universes and galaxies, man. Those are set up for the Israelites to inhabit. That's a part of our kingdom, and the entire universe, the galaxies, That's all the kingdom of heaven, man. So just that even in itself is beyond anything we could ever imagine. All those, I remember growing up, man, I was always like, damn, how can we get to these other planets? Like, what is it going to take for us to get to these planets? And now it's being revealed unto us through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI that these so-called UFOs, these chariots, is how we're going to get there, man. The Most High is going to unlock that portion of heaven for us, man. That's all a part of what we're going to receive when YAHAWASHI returns, man. Those immortal bodies, those perfect bodies to be able to go and deal out there in those different elements, man. We're going to be giving out the keys to those different chariots, man, to travel to these different planets. You see? That YAHAWASHI is prepared for us. You see? So Psalms 11:4 says what? Yahweh is in his holy temple. Yahweh's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold, his eyelids try the children of men. You see? It's another one. Is that? Yeah. Isaiah 66:1, it says what? Thus saith Yahawah bahasham YAHAWASHI, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye build unto me? And where is the place of my rest? You see, so the Most High's throne is in heaven, man. That's where the Most High resides. That's his habitation, man. So that's what YAHAWASHI says what? That's why he says, in my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. So, hey, brothers are about to be inheriting multiple planets, man. Can you imagine that, having a planet under, just being in control of a universe, a galaxy? Multiple galaxies, man. That's what's coming up to Akim, man. That's what the Most High is about to bless us with. This is what we're fighting for, man. We're looking far beyond Babylon the Great, man. Man, one of the brothers was talking last night how about, like, we like Japan and all that, and how we wanted to spot in Japan. And I was just thinking this morning, like, man, we still thinking too small. We're about to receive entire universes, man. Custom made to our liking. Custom made to our spirit, man. So John 14:2, one more time, it says what? In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you. I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you unto myself, that where I am, there you may be also, man. So that's a promise YAHAWASHI has made unto us, man. If he's going to prepare this place for us, you best believe he's coming to receive deliver us from this captivity, so he can give us what he's been preparing for us, man. And it's going to be beyond our wildest dreams, man. Beyond anything that we can imagine. So it's something else we can go into. Let's go into the city, man, real quick. Oh, man. This is Revelation 21. Let me see. Let me see. What can we start at? Oh, we can start at, yeah, let's read this right here to show you who the kingdom of heaven is for. So this is talking about our city, man. When you go into the city, the kingdom of heaven being built, it tells you exactly who it's for. This is Revelation 21:11, says what? Start at 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem, descending out of heaven from the Most High, having the glory of the Most High, and her light was like unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal. And this is talking about the elect coming down. You see? Verse 12 says what? And had a great and high, and had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates. And at the 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. So this is who the kingdom of heaven, this is who the kingdom of heaven is for, man. You see, it's not for any other nation. No nation will have a part in our kingdom. You see what YAHAWASHI is coming to establish is for the Israelites and the Israelites only, man. You see? That righteous kingdom of the nation of Israel, man. Verse 13 says what? On the east 3 gates, on the north 3 gates, on the south 3 gates, and on the west 3 gates. Verse 14 says what? And the wall of the city had 12 foundations, and in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb. And he that taught with me, let me jump to the point. Let me see. I keep reading that. Verse 21 says what? And he that taught with me had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof. And the city lieth 4 square, and the length is as large as the breadth. And he measured the city with the reed, 12,000 furlongs. The length and the breadth and the height of it are equal. And he measured the wall thereof 144 cubits, according to the measure of a man, that is, of the angel, the 144,000, man. Verse 18 says what? And the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. You hear that? This is what our city is going to be made out of, man. Clear, pure gold. A city of gold, man. You see? We've never seen anything like this before, man. We've never experienced anything like this before. The world has never seen anything like this before. Verse 19 says what? And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. You hear that? The walls of the city is gonna have precious stones in them, man. Glistening in the sunlight, man. You see? And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. The first foundation was a jasper, the second sapphire, the third a chalcedony, the fourth an emerald, the fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardis, the seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth topaz, the 10th a chrysoprase, the 11th a jacinth, the 12th an amethyst. You see that? That's what our city is going to be sitting upon, man. 12 foundations of precious stone. Imagine the vibration coming up. Imagine the vibration that's going to be emanated from our city, man. Because those stones hold different types of vibrations. And when we get those stones in its purest form, you see, and we have you heathen lay those foundations, man. Just imagine that vibration, man. You see? That vibe that the city is going to just be putting off. And that's just the city. You see? Now add the people into the city, man. Just the vibration of the kingdom of heaven is going to be a beautiful vibration, man. You see? No negativity, no depression, none of that, man. No sorrow, no pain, just righteousness, joy, and happiness forevermore, man. Verse 21 says what? And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was of 1 pearl. And the street of the city was pure gold. The street of the city was pure gold. Our streets are going to be paved with pure gold, man. Golden streets. Not no damn tar and concrete. You see? Golden streets. That's going to push forth a vibration, man. You see? That's going to push forth different beneficial properties for us in our kingdom, man. It says what? And the street of the city was pure gold, as it were transparent glass, man. You're going to be able to see your reflection in the streets, man. And we're going to make sure of it, because you heathen going to be continually polishing our streets, man. Polishing that gold up. You see? YAHAWASHI, man. So these are things that we have to look forward to, man. Hey, the mansions that YAHAWASHI is preparing for us in the heavens, our city here on the earth, the kingdom of heaven here on the earth, man. You see? Hey, being set upon 12 foundations of precious stones, the gates being made of pearls. You see? The streets paved with gold. You see? And on top of that, first and foremost, we're gonna be changed. We're gonna be immortals, man. We're gonna have indestructible bodies, completely righteous bodies. We're gonna have the law, statutes, commandments in our minds, completely righteous forevermore, completely tied back into our power fully, man. You see? It's all type of spiritual powers. Bro, the earth going to be put back in its strength. The Most High say he going to make it even better than the Garden of Eden, man. Let's get that real quick. Let me see if I can... Oh, this state. Ugly states. Yup. This is Ezekiel 36, and this is the Most High talking to our land, man. These are all the things the Most High is about to do unto us. Let me see. Let's start at Ezekiel 36 and 7. It says, "Therefore thus saith Yahawah bahasham YAHAWASHI, I have lifted up mine hand. Surely the heathen that are about you shall bear their shame." Meaning what? All those heathen that's in our land, they're going to be destroyed out of our land, man. That land of Israel is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire as well. But it's going to be rebuilt up by you heathen, man. You see? And we're going to move in. Verse 8 says what? "But ye, O mountains of Israel, ye shall shoot forth your branches and yield your fruit to my people of Israel, for they are at hand to come." There it is right there, man. You see? Our land is going to flourish once the Most High establishes the Israelites in the earth fully, man. Our land is going to be beyond anything the world has ever seen before, because when you go over there now, it's just desert, man, because that land is cursed. Nothing grows there. They have to import everything. You see? It's just a barren desert right now. A shell of what is going to be when the Most High beautifies it once again, man. And he's only going to do that for us, the Israelites, man. So that's another thing that shows you that those people are not us. Because that land is supposed to be in a beautiful state right now. And it's not. You see? Verse 9 says what? "For behold, I am for you, and I will turn unto you, and ye shall be tilled and sown." You see, just imagine our vineyards, man. Our gardens, man. You see? All the things that we long to have here in Babylon the Great that we're deprived of, man. The Most High is going to give all that back unto it, and it's going to be beyond anything we can imagine. Just like when the Most High sent the spies to spy out the land of Canaan before we went in, and they came out with the report. They saw two fucking Canaanites having to carry a cluster of grapes, man. Two men had to carry one cluster of grapes. That's how strong that land was, man. So imagine what the Most High is about to do in that land, man. Imagine the strength that's about to come back into the earth. You see? When the righteous are in authority. Imagine that, man. Two men having to carry a cluster of grapes. You see? That's what's coming. Verse 10 saying, and that's what? Something that we've never seen before, man. Beyond anything we can imagine. Fucking grapes the size of basketballs, man. Real grapes, not no GMO shit. Real grapes, man. You see? Verse 10 says what? "And I will multiply men upon you, and all the house of Israel, even all of it." You see? "And the city shall be inhabited, and the waste shall be builded." We're going to be constantly multiplying, man. Like the Most High said what? Be fruitful and multiply, man. We're going to have beautiful, obedient children, man, that's going to be in their right mind. You see? Family structure, man, the perfect family structure. Set up according to the righteous will of Yahawah bahasham YAHAWASHI. Set up in complete order. Some that we have never experienced before. Some we have never seen before. You see? Brothers might have got a small glimpse of it, you know what I'm saying, for your great-grandparents or what it may be. But it wasn't in its fullness as it's going to be in the kingdom, man. That's something we still haven't seen before. But it's all coming. You see, our city's going to be built up once again, man. We're going to have our own place. We're going to get our land back, man. You know? Verse 11 says, "And I will multiply upon you man and beast." Once again, that goes into what? Hold up. That goes into the blessings. That's Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14. The Most High tells us in the blessings that he's going to bless the fruit of our body, which is our children. He's going to bless the fruit of our cattle, which is our substance, and the fruit of our the fruit of our sheep, man. So this is the Most High telling us in Ezekiel 36 about the blessings he told us about in Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 14. Something we have never experienced before, man. Something that we can't even fully grasp on how it's going to be. Beyond anything we can imagine, man. Ezekiel 36 and 11, I will multiply upon you man and beast, and they shall increase and bring fruit. And I will settle you after your old estates, and I will do better unto you than at your beginnings. And ye shall know that I am Yahweh, bahasham YAHAWASHI. You hear that? So our land is going to be even more beautiful than it was when the Most High first established it, man. You see? The Israelites are going to be more beautiful than when the Most High first created them, man. That's what the Most High is about to do for us, man. You see Jake out here all bugged out of their mind, man. Had one dude come up to the camp yesterday telling me he was a damn woman. And tried to argue us down, man. Fully believing that he was a woman. Bugging, man. All that shit is going to be done out of the nation of Israel, man. All that's about to be done away with. And this is what we fighting for. You see? Verse 12 says what? Yeah, I will cause men to walk upon you, even my people, Israel. And they shall possess thee, and thou shalt be their inheritance. And thou shalt no more henceforth bereave them of men. You see that? No longer will we be cast out of our land, man. You see? We're going to receive our inheritance that the Most High has promised unto our forefathers Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, man. In his fullness. Something we have never experienced, man. We're going to get all of that back through the Spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. This is what the Most High has prepared for us, man. You see? So add what that. So you got YAHAWASHI, they preparing planets for brothers. You got the kingdom of heaven that's going to be built upon 12 foundations of precious stone, streets of gold. You see? Our land is going to be rejuvenated. You see that? All that's about to come, man. All that's about to come. So yeah, man. So hey, now we got the brother out now here with me now. You know what I'm saying? We're going to finish this thing out. You know what I'm saying? So, like I was saying, we have a kingdom coming beyond anything we can imagine, man. Far beyond anything that anyone has ever seen on this planet Earth. That's how great it's going to be. And it's only for the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. It's only for the Israelites, man. You see? All these things that we're suffering right now is only for a moment. Everything that we're going through is gonna fade away once YAHAWASHI comes, man. You see, and we gonna live it up. You see, as the sons of the Most High, man. That's what's coming. You see. So we just finished this. We just finished this Ezekiel 36. Now we want to jump into Isaiah 60, and I'm gonna have the brother read it for me. Isaiah 60. We'll just start at 1. And this chapter goes in, man, to the kingdom of heaven. You see the beauty and the glory that is the kingdom of heaven, man. You got it, bro.
Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 1, and it reads, "Arise, shine, for the light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee."
And what is that talking about, man? Us having this truth. You see? Us having this Holy Spirit, man. That's the light shining upon us. Through who? Through YAHAWASHI, man. Bro, like, it seems like every time we go into something, YAHAWASHI is always brought up because he's very important, man. You see, YAHAWASHI is the X factor in this thing, man. Without him, none of this is possible. Without him, ain't no mansions in heaven. Without him, ain't no kingdom of heaven being established upon 12 foundations of precious stone. You see? Ain't no way to get to that without YAHAWASHI, man. So YAHAWASHI has a big, very gigantic, important part that he plays in the story of the Most High, man. And without him, we can have nothing. You got it, bro.
Verse 2, "For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people."
And that's what you see upon our people, man. Because we're only worried about the Israelites. You see? And 2/3 of our people are in gross darkness. They can't even see the glory of the kingdom of heaven, man. They can't even imagine having their own kingdom, having sovereignty over the earth, having complete dominion over every nation on the planet Earth, man. They can't see this. Because they're covered in gross darkness and they can't see out of the darkness of Babylon the Great, man. You see? If you get something, bring it out.
"But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee."
And that's what's happening, man. We're the ones who are walking with the light of YAHAWASHI. You see? And when YAHAWASHI returns, man, and that glory is going to be really put back upon us, man. Because we're going to be changed into something new. The world has never seen immortals before. The world ain't thinking about the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans being made immortals when the Lord and Savior YAHAWASHI returns. They ain't thinking about that. But we know it's coming according to the word of the Most High, man. He promised, man. And the Most High is faithful who promised. He's going to do these things for us, man. He's going to end our suffering. He's going to end our sorrow, man. He's going to end us being in this destitute, beat down, oppressed state, man. He promised to do so. And it goes back to a promise that he made to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You got it, bro.
Verse 3, and the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising. Verse 4, lift up thy eyes round about, and see, all they gather themselves together, they come to thee. Thy sons shall come from afar, and thy daughters shall be nourished at thy side.
And that's what's happening by what? By us preaching this word, man.
Nursed.
Nursed. And that's what's happening by this word being preached. Brothers and sisters all throughout the earth are returning back to the understanding of who their God is, man. Returning back to the understanding of who their Lord and Savior is. Returning back to the understanding that they are the Israelites. And we're cleaving unto this, what the Most High has given us, man. You see? From all throughout the earth. The Most High is bringing his remnant back unto him, man. Why? It's because he's preparing to change us and to give us the kingdom of heaven. That's why. The Most High's will is playing out right before your eyes, man. And when it's all said and done, you see, everything the Most High has promised us, man, is going to be given unto us. You see? You got it, bro.
Verse 4, lift up thy eyes, or Shalakia.
Verse 5.
Okay. Verse 5, then thou shalt see and flow together, and thy heart shall fear and be enlarged, because the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee.
So what does that mean, man? The abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. It's talking about all the people of the earth. They're going to be given over into our hands. Why? Because they are part of our inheritance, man. We are going to inherit the heathen nations, just as YAHAWASHI has done. You see? That's what's about to happen. That's something beyond anything we can imagine. Having complete dominion and rulership over every person on the earth, over every heathen nation, man. And they have to listen to us. They have to come to us for the one of all things, man. You see? We have the final say, so we're the head and they're the tail. That's something we haven't experienced, man. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. Talking about what? The wealth of the heathen nations. All this gold and silver that they got stockpiled up, they're going to give that over into our hands, man. You see? So that's wealth beyond anything you can imagine, man. You see? All that's coming back unto us. All that has been promised to be in our hands according to the will of the Most High. You got it, bro.
Verse 6. The multitude of camels shall cover thee, and the dromedaries of Midian and Ephah, all they from Sheba shall come. They shall bring gold and incense, and they shall show forth the praises of the Lord.
You gonna have caravans coming into the holy city, man. Caravans of heathen, bringing us all type of goods, man. All type of frankincense and myrrhs and ouds and aloes wood and incense and precious silk and leather and whatever it may be, man. Gold, silver, everything, man. It's gonna be caravans, countless caravans coming into the kingdom of to the city of Jerusalem, man. You see, they're gonna be paying homage to Yahawah, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, man. You see, and to his people. You got it, bro.
Verse 7, all the flocks of Kedar shall be gathered together unto thee. The rams of Nebaioth shall minister unto thee. They shall come up with acceptance on mine altar, and I will glorify the house of my glory.
Who is he going to glorify? Who is the house of his glory, man? The Israelites. He's going to exalt us, man. And all nations will bow the knee to the Israelites. You see? And acknowledge that we are the children that the Most High has blessed. We are the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the children of the promise, man. You see? That's what the Most High is about to do. All the disrespect, all the fucking, the shit these people talk about us, man. Looking down upon us. All that's about to be done away with, man. The Most High is going to see to it. You see? The Most High is about to take us out of the mud and polish us up and put us on high forevermore, man. You see? That's true glory. For a everlasting glory, man. Not no shit you receive on this side that's temporary. You see? You're in the spotlight one moment, then the next moment they demonizing your ass, man. It ain't gonna be like that in the kingdom of heaven. We're gonna be glorified forevermore through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, man. You got it, bro.
Verse 8. Who are these that fly as a cloud and as the doves to their windows?
That goes into them chariots I was talking about earlier, man. We're gonna have vehicles. Just like you got vehicles now in this wicked ass kingdom, we're gonna have righteous vehicles in the kingdom of heaven. Chariots, man, so-called UFOs. That's how we're gonna get to these different planets, man. That's how we're gonna get to these different universes, these different galaxies. You see? To partake in what YAHAWASHI has prepared for us out there in the heavens. That's something, bro. Can you imagine that, being inside of a chariot, cruising, bro, just cruising through the galaxy, bro, just chilling. Just taking your time, just looking at everything the Most High has created, man. Things that we can't even think of right now. This is what's coming. This is what we're about to inherit on this planet Earth, man. You see? From the Most High. You got it, bro.
Verse 9. Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from afar, their silver and their gold within, unto the name of the Lord thy power, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee.
See, because he had glorified thee. Let's get that word glorified real quick. Say the Most High is going to glorify us, man. What does the word glorify go into? Because he have glorified us, right? Pa'ar, right? It says to glorify, beautify, adorn, to glorify, beautify, to glorify oneself, to get glory to oneself, be glorified. Let's do it like this. Let's define it in Google. Glorify, especially of something or someone ordinary or unexceptional, represented in such a way as to appear more elevated or special. The Most High is about to show the world that we are his special people, as he has said, man. You see? So we're going to receive glory. We just got to wait, man. The Most High got to get his glory first. YAHAWASHI get his, and the Most High has promised to glorify us, man. We just got to wait. And what does the scripture say? Everything must be done in decency and in order, man. How the hell we look trying to get glory before the Most High get his? Or get glory before YAHAWASHI get his? We got to wait in line, man. But it's going to come. The Most High's promise, man. You see? We're going to be made glorious, man. It's, let me get this one. It says glorify in the verb, right? Praise and worship. So the Most High, what's the first thing right there? The Most High. Yahweh has to get his first, then we're going to get ours, man. We're going to be praised and worshiped by these heathen nations. You see? And it's all going to be made possible through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, man. Not nothing we done on our own. The Most High is going to do this for us, man. As he's always done everything for us. You see? You got it.
Can I bring this
No,
over?
Whatever you got,
This
bring
is
up.
Psalms 132 and verse 11. The Lord has sworn in truth unto David, he will not turn from it. Of the fruit of the body will I set upon thy throne, if the children would keep my covenant and my testimony, that I shall teach them. Their children also shall sit upon the throne forevermore. For the Lord has chosen Zion, he hath desired it for his habitation. This is my rest forever, here will I dwell, for I have desired it. I will abundantly bless her provision. I will satisfy her poor with bread. Verse 16, I will also clothe her priests with salvation, and her saints shall shout aloud for joy.
And when is that going to happen, man? In the kingdom of heaven. So the Most High's promises, the Most High say he's going to do it with us forever, man. He ain't finna leave the Israelites. He ain't finna completely cast away the Israelites, man. As we can see, he's pouring his Holy Spirit upon us because what? Now we're being returned back unto him through YAHAWASHI. So he can do all the things that he's promised to do. The Most High was pissed off from us, man. Pissed off. He was pissed off with us, man. Rightly so, because we went off. But now, you see, that wrath is being appeased through YAHAWASHI's sacrifice. And now YAHAWASHI is bringing the remnant back into the Most High. He's cleaning us up. And when it's all said and done, we're going to be completely tied back into the Most High through that second covenant. And guess what? We're going to be good with the Most High, man. We're going to be back on good terms with YAHAWASHI forevermore, man. Because the Most High promised it. The Most High promised it, man. And when that comes, we're gonna shout aloud for joy, man, because the Most High ain't whipping our ass no more. You see? So that's what we're looking for. That's all a part of the kingdom of heaven, man. That's all a part of it. You see? You had something else? I'll keep going on Isaiah.
Back in Isaiah 60:10, and the sons of the stranger shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. We just said that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
I didn't even know it was, that verse was
I forgot what was coming up too.
Yep.
So that's the spirit, man. So the stranger's gonna build up our walls, man. All them 12 foundations of precious stone that our city gonna sit on. Guess who's gonna lay that foundation? The heathen. All them streets paved with fine gold that's transparent glass. Guess who's gonna pave those roads? The heathen nations. Who gonna build up our palaces? The heathens. You see? Who gonna dig them vineyards and them gardens, man? The heathen are gonna do all these things. They're gonna minister unto us. When you go into our word minister, it goes into serve, man. The heathen nations are gonna be our servants in the kingdom of heaven, just like we serve them in their kingdom. You see? And why are we serving them? Because the Most High was mad at us, man. The Most High punished us. You see? Because it says what? For in my wrath I smote thee. So that's why we're up under the heathen right now, man, because we're being punished for our disobedience. But guess what? That's coming to an end. It says what? But in my favor have I had mercy on thee. And that's what we're reading about. The kingdom of heaven is mercy, man. YAHAWASHI was mercy, man. You see? He gonna have mercy upon us. He gonna love us forevermore, man. And it's gonna be perfect. Beyond anything we can imagine, bro. It's gonna be crazy. Isaiah 65 tell you, man, before we even finish praying for something, man, the Most High he gonna already give it to us. That's how close we're gonna be to the Most High in the kingdom of heaven. Up under that second covenant, man. We're gonna be fully tied to the Most High to the point to where while we're praying, whatever we asking for, it's already gonna be done, man. Whew. Verse 11.
Verse 11, for thy gates shall be open continually, they shall not be shut day nor night. That man may bring unto thee forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought.
So our gates are going to be open 24/7, man. 24/7. Why? So the forces of the Gentiles can be bought. The wealth of the Gentiles. Like I said, caravans continually, constantly coming into the kingdom of Jerusalem, man. The kingdom of heaven. You see? Bringing their kings to do what? To be servants unto us, man. This is what's coming. Can you imagine that? Just seeing caravans of the heathen bringing all manner of precious stones and gold and silver and incense and turmeric and cayenne and all type of stuff, man.
Showing you though also that the Israelites will never fear their enemies anymore, man.
Yup.
Because
the gates gonna be open.
Yep. The gates are gonna be open, man. And you see that even with this kingdom here, man. They're in fear of their enemies, even though they're on top, man.
Yep.
That's why they have all these borders and everything, all these border lines and military and stuff like that watching over the borders.
Yep. We ain't gonna have none of that, man. Cause we gonna be, guess what? Ain't nobody gonna fuck with us in the kingdom. Cause they gonna see that power, that glory that the Most High gonna bless us with. That's something else to look forward to, man. You see, we gonna have truth. We gonna have our power back, man. We gonna have that power that we had with the Most High from the beginning, just like YAHAWASHI got. You see. All that's coming for the Israelites, man. All that's a part of the kingdom of heaven, man. You got it, bro.
Verse 12, for the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish. Yea, these nations shall be utterly wasted.
Point blank period. There it is. Why is that? Because we're going to have that power, man. The nation that don't want to serve us, guess what? They're going to be wiped out. You see? And that's a righteous thing in the sight of the Most High. The Most High ain't playing around with his children, man. If you don't serve my children, hey, your ass is done for. You see? The Most High is about to give us complete power over these heathen, man. You see? Supreme power over the heathen. That's something we have never even experienced ever before, man. Something that we can't even fully grasp right now, man. But we know it's going to happen according to the Spirit of the Most High, according to what the Most High said. You see?
And that's the thing. Why is this on there? Because we know that there's going to be those Gentiles wanting to be rebellious, and we are going to fuck them up.
Yep. Just like in the main nation that's going to be rebellious is who? Fucking Esau. So, and we going to love for you devils to be rebellious. We going to love for you to buck up. Because we going to get a chance to fucking flex our power on your ass. You see? We going to love it, man. So, yeah, hey, be rebellious. We already know. Fucking niggers. What? What you call me?
Yeah.
Explode that nigga head. Just snapping that nigga head explode. That's the type of power we're going to have, man. You see? Oh, it's going to be your power. You got it, bro. Woo.
Verse 13, the glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious.
There it is, man. He going to beautify the land of Israel once again, man. And we're going to get our full land back, man, all the way to the Euphrates. Not that little portion of land they got over there now, man. That little toothpick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean, I read that. I was like, and like always, like, since I ever read that scripture, man, it's like, man, these shows you it's not the people, man, because they ain't got the full land.
Yup, that land stretched all the way to the Euphrates, man. They ain't nowhere.
Egypt all the way into
from Egypt all the way to the Euphrates, man. From the Nile River all the way to the river Euphrates, man. They ain't got the full land. We're gonna get all that back, man. You see? You see the Most High about to, he about to put us on another level, man.
And when you go on Google Maps, you see that land look like desert, man.
Yup, it's dry. Ain't nothing growing there. But the Most High said he gonna beautify that land. Why it ain't beautified, man? We just read in what was it? It says, man, every sweet smelling tree shall overshadow Israel, man. We have sweet smells, man. Natural wood smells, man. You see? Beautiful scents and fragrances, man. That's what's coming. Not like this kingdom, you driving somewhere, you just get a whiff of shit smell. You know what I'm saying? All that, boy. Come on, man. There ain't gonna be a thing in our kingdom, man. You're gonna have beautiful smells everywhere in the earth. You see? You got it, bro.
Verse 14, the sons also of them that afflict thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel.
So all these nations that's been putting hell upon us, Esau, the Hamites, the Ishmaelites, the Moabites, the Ammonites, the Japhites, all of them are going to come bound down unto us, man, to serve us. You see, and that goes into, they're going to bow down because they're going to be worshiping the Israelites. You see, because we're going to be gods on earth, man. Did not the Most High say, you are gods? You see? We are gods, man. That's what the Most High is going to make us. We're going to be gods on the earth, man. And these heathen nations are going to worship us. So, yeah, our praise and our glory is coming. But guess what? It begins with the praise and glory of who? YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI first and foremost, man. You see? You got it.
Verse 15, whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations.
And that's what talking about our land, man. Our land is going to flow. As the Most High said, man, he gave us a land flowing with milk and honey, man. The world haven't even seen the full strength of that land, man. All they seen is what they see now. They ain't seen that land in its full strength. We ain't never seen the land in the full strength. The Most High is going to show us what he was talking about when he said that land was a land flowing with milk and honey, man. He's going to completely rejuvenate that land, and it's going to be eternal excellency, man. It's going to yield forth its strength to the Israelites. You see? You got it, bro.
Verse 16, thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles and suck the breast of kings.
That once again goes into the wealth that they're going to be bringing up to us, man. Like I said, all this gold and silver that the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers got stored up and hoarded away, all that's going to be brought unto us, man. You see? All the gold in the earth is going to be given unto our hands, man. All the precious resources, everything is going to be given over to the Israelites, man. We're going to have wealth coming beyond anything we can imagine. These motherfuckers talking about Jay-Z because he a billionaire. That ain't shit, man. That's going to be pocket change in the kingdom of heaven. You see? That's pocket change, man. $1 billion. That ain't nothing, man. You're going to see what real wealth, eternal wealth looks like, man. Eternal wealth. You're going to have a chance to go bankrupt in the kingdom of heaven if you're an Israelite, man. You see, that won't even be a thing. Bankruptcy. You got it, bro.
Verse 16, thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles and suck the breast of kings. Thou shalt know that I am the Lord YAHAWASHI YAHWASHI. Shalakia. Thou shalt know that I, the Lord YAHAWASHI YAHWASHI, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
For brass I will bring gold.
You can go buy brass out of the hardware store right now. You can go get a shitload of brass right now out of the hardware store. That's how the Most I say. That's how gold is gonna be abundant in our kingdom, man. You see, just as brass is in great abundance, gold is gonna be like that in our kingdom, man. You got it, bro.
And for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thy exactors righteousness.
Mm-hmm.
Violence shall no more be heard in thy land.
No more the tribes of war, man. No more beef, no more animosity between the tribes of Israel. It's gonna be all love between our people, man. You see, that's what the Most High is about to do, and it begins with that remnant, man. The remnant has already been taken out of that spirit of beefing between each other, man. You see, we putting that bullshit aside, man, because we got a bigger goal in mind, man. We fighting for something bigger. You see, we fighting for our nation to be reestablished in the earth, man, through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. Ain't gonna be no more wars. Ain't gonna be no more people trying to drop bombs and shit on us. Ain't gonna be no more of that, man. No more of the Israelites being destroyed by you heathen nations. All that's gonna be done away with. You got it, bro.
Wasting nor destruction within thy borders, but thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise. The sun shall be no more the light by day, neither brightness shall be Shalakia. Neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee, but the Lord shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy power thy glory. So
what? The wicked doctrines and philosophies of this world, all that shit gonna be put away, man. You see? And YAHAWASHI YAHWASHI is gonna be our light, man. His truth, His word, the only truth, man. The only truth. You see, it's gonna be our guiding light in the kingdom of heaven, man. And guess what? It's gonna be in us. It's gonna be in us fully, man. It's gonna be downloaded into our spirit to never go off again. We're gonna have those bodies. You see? That's gonna be immortal and completely righteous, man. That's what the Most High is preparing to do for us. Something that we have never seen before. You got it, bro.
Verse 20. The sun shall no more go down, neither shall that moon withdraw itself, for the Lord shall be thy everlasting light, and the days of thy mourning shall be ended.
Meaning what, man? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of YAHAWASHI YAHWASHI will never depart away from the Israelites ever again, man. And that's a beautiful thing. We'll never go back into the state of not knowing who our father is, man, or who our brother is, or that we are the Israelites. We'll never go back into that state ever again. You see? The Most High, hey, His Spirit is going to be our everlasting light, man. And it says what? In the days of our mourning shall be ended. So all the shit we suffering right now, man, it's only temporary. We just got to hold on for a little bit longer, knowing the understanding is going to get way rougher during the time of Jacob's trouble. But guess what? On the other side of that, man, hey, there's the rest. You see? Like the scriptures tell you in 2 Ezra, I think chapter 7, that if we don't, it's a great city set before us, but if we don't go through the perils to get to it, how can we inherit it, man? So we have to go through this time of trouble, because at the end of the day, it's going to be well worth it when it's all said and done, man. And we pray the Most High gives us a spirit to endure whatever may come our way. You see? But our mourning shall be ended, man, because that's a promise from the Most High. You got something?
I was looking at Revelation 21.
Oh, we can wrap it up on that one. You got it?
Let's go. Verse 21. The people also shall be all righteous.
Our people shall be all righteous, man. No more boiled out Israelites, no more wicked Israelites, no more Israelites going off, man. Every single Israelite that's going to be born in the kingdom of heaven is going to be completely righteous, man. Never to go off ever again, because they're going to be born up under that second covenant. You see? You got it.
They shall inherit the land forever, the branch of my planting, the work of my hands. that I may be glorified.
See that? The Most High going to be glorified. Why? Because he's done this for us, man. And the nations are going to see that glory upon us, and they're going to be saying what? You see, call halal YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. All these heathens are going to be worshiping our God, man. The one true power, the one true living power, man. The creator of the heavens and the earth. They're going to see that state. They see the state that we're in now, and they're going to see what the Most High is going to do for us in the kingdom of heaven. And they're going to be glorifying Yahawah bahasham YAHAWASHI, man, for what he's done for us. You got it, bro.
Verse 22, a little one shall become 1,000, and a small one a strong nation. I, the Lord, will hasten it in his time.
And that goes into what? Us brothers, man, having a lot of children. You see? That's a little one becoming 1,000 and a small one a strong nation. That's because all the children we're going to have, like I said earlier, the Most High told us to be fruitful and multiply, man. And it's going to be in perfection in the kingdom of heaven. Everything we shoot forth into our woman is going to bring forth a child, man. You see? Ain't going to be no miscarriages. Ain't going to be no untimely births. You know what I'm saying? Children born with birth defects and all that bullshit. Oh, man, ain't going to be none of that in the kingdom. You see? We're gonna have multiple wives. We're gonna have thousands upon thousands, even millions, billions, trillions of children, man. And that's why we need those other planets. That's why we need those mansions in the heavens, man. You see, so it can hold all our seed, man. You see, that's what's coming. That's what's coming, man. This is what the Most High has promised. This is what we're looking for. This is what we're fighting for, man. And the Most High is going to give it to us. And hey, Lord willing, we can be there during the first dominion, man. To see the beginning stages of it. We don't want to be born into the kingdom and have to be told stories of how it first started off. And no, man, we want to be there, you know what I'm saying, from the jump. When YAHAWASHI touched down on the earth, when he finally touched down on the earth, feet on the earth, we want to be right there beside him, man. You see, watching him set up shop, man, and us being there to help him. That's what we want, man. Well, I'm about to, man, start crying out of this. Whoo! Call halal YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI.
I'll start on verse 4 then. It's Revelation 21 and verse 4.
Let's start at 1.
Oh, 1?
Yeah.
Revelation 21 and 1. And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea.
So it's a new heaven and a new earth is what? Talking about the new management of the earth, man. The Israelites being in a perfect state. You see? Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. This is what we're reading right here in Revelation 21 and 1, man. You see? You got it.
And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from God out of heaven, prepared as a bride adorned for her husband. So
this is us finally coming down. I was just talking about that. We about to touch down with YAHAWASHI, man. Lord, when we be a part of that number, that's what the Apostle John is seeing. The Israelites who went up into the heavens coming down after they were changed, and now it's time to set up shop, man. You see? That's what the brother is seeing. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 3, and I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of power is with man, and he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and power himself shall be with them, and be their power.
That goes into what, man? The second covenant. Because when you always read that phrase, they shall be my people and I will be their power, that always goes into the second covenant, man. So right now with the Apostle John is saying, we're fully up under the second covenant. We're fully tied back into the Heavenly Father. He's fully dealing with us. You see? You see? That's what's happening right here, man. We're immortal at this point in the story. We done had our bodies changed. We done received our crown from YAHAWASHI's hand. Now it's time to set up shop. You got it, bro.
Verse 4, and power shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away.
Yep. So all the sorrow, everything we going through, all the heartaches and heartbreaks and letdowns, and you know what I'm saying, the troubles that we suffer here in Babylon the Great and all throughout the earth, man, all that's gonna be done away with, man. You see, your financial situation, your living situation, your relationship with your woman, your family situation, all that shit is gonna be healed when YAHAWASHI returns, man. It's gonna be put back in its right and proper order, man. Cause guess what? This world that we suffer these things in, is gonna pass away, and we're gonna set up that righteous kingdom, man, where we can live in righteousness and have joy and happiness forevermore, man. Have peace and rest forevermore. You see? You got it.
Verse 5. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful.
Woo. Says what? I have made all things new. Why? Because he put his children in charge of the earth, man. He's taken down the wicked power structure of Esau, Edom, and these heathen nations, and he set up that righteous rulership led by YAHAWASHI and the 144,000. That's what the Most High means when he's going to make everything new. And we're going to get the earth back in that right, proper, righteous order, man. You see? And then he said what? Right, for these words are faithful and true, meaning what? They are going to come to pass, man. If you gamble, if you bet on anything, bet on the word of the Most High coming to pass, man. You see? And he will always come through. So he said what? Right, for these words are faithful and true. They are going to come to pass. Everything we're reading about going into the heavens, our kingdom being built, the heathen nation serving us, having abundance of wealth, abundance of substance, man, being completely righteous, immortal. These things are faithful and true, because that's what the will of the Heavenly Father is, man. You see? You got it.
Verse 6. And he said unto me, It is done.
Mm-hmm.
I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. I will give unto him that is at thirst of the fountain of the water of life freely.
And he's giving that to us right now. We got the fountain of the water of life right here. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of YAHAWASHI. And guess what we got it for? We got it for free. We didn't have to buy this. You see? YAHAWASHI, the Most High drew us to YAHAWASHI, and YAHAWASHI gave it to us freely, man. You see? And then we continue to cleave unto it. Guess what? He gonna come and change us and give us that freely, man. You see? Change our bodies, make us immortal. You see? And instill this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding fully in our spirit to never be forgotten again, man. You got it.
Verse 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son.
He that overcometh shall inherit all things, man. Everything, everything. You see? That the Most High has created, we're going to inherit it, man. You see? And he's going to be our God, and we're going to be his son. So that's what we're praying. We're praying for the Most High's mercy. We're praying for the Most High to give us that strength to endure these times we're about to enter into, because we want what he's promised, man. You see? And Lord willing, we can endure. Like YAHAWASHI said, man, he that endure to the end, the same shall be saved. And that's what we're hoping to do. You see? And that's what we're fighting for, man. So yeah, man, hey, we got something coming beyond anything we can imagine, man. It's stuff out there in them heavens, man, that we don't even, you know what I'm saying? Just
can't even imagine.
Can't even put words to it, man. So this is what we're fighting for. So let's keep fighting, let's keep pushing. At the end of the day, the Most High's word is faithful. Babylon is gonna go down. You see, Yahweh and YAHAWASHI is gonna come and save us, man. Lord willing, we be a part of that number. So hey, with that, we're gonna give all praise, all honor, all glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this truth according to the Bible through the Spirit and power of YAHAWASHI. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopefully let I came out there pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh bahasham YAHAWASHI has commanded you to do. With that, we're gonna say shalom, wa, abba, ball.